Have you ever stopped to think about this? Growing in wealth is something we all desire. We work hard, dream big, and hope to build a life of financial comfort and security. But while growing in wealth, are our lives truly growing? That is a question worth asking. Hello everyone, you're welcome to the 𝐿𝐿 podcast. I'm Rhoda Amapakabo, your favorite host on your favorite podcast, the 𝐿𝐿. On this week's episode, let's look at the question, are you building wealth but losing yourself? Many people unknowingly confuse their net worth with their self-worth, sometimes even with their life worth. But before we go further, let's have an understanding of what net worth really means. Net worth is the total value of your assets minus your liabilities. It simply means what you own minus what you owe. It is your financial value, your cash, businesses, properties, investments, savings, and other possessions that you can confidently call your own after subtracting every debt. This is your net worth, but that is not your life worth. And somewhere along the way, many of us have allowed society to blur that line. Every day on social media, we see reported net worth of celebrities, influential figures, business leaders, public personalities, millions, billions, wealth ranking. Rarely, if ever, do we see their self-worth written beside those numbers. And because of that, many people begin to believe that their value as human beings is measured by their bank accounts, status, possessions, or achievements. Society, peer pressure, social media, and endless comparison have quietly convinced people that their financial worth determines their self-worth, and this is not true. If this conversation is speaking to you already, take a moment to subscribe to the 𝐿𝐿 podcast channel and be part of this growing family. Here we talk about growth, faith, mindset, and thriving in every area of life. Also, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who might need this message today. Now let's continue. You are more than your net worth. So then, what truly defines our self-worth? Some people attach their worth to their careers, others to social status, some to their marriage, others to education, titles, or social influence. But think about this for a moment. What if you woke up one morning and all these things were gone? What if the money disappeared? What if the job ended? What if that relationship changed? What if the title was taken away? Would that mean you suddenly become less valuable? If you've never asked yourself deeper questions of life, difficult moments will force you to ask them. Questions like, who am I without my career? Who am I without my certificates? Who am I without my job? Who am I without my husband, wife, or children? Who am I when all these labels fall away? Those are difficult questions, but important questions. The truth is, society often trains people for professional skills and not for purpose. It prepares them to succeed outwardly, but not to always understand themselves inwardly. We are taught how to build careers. We are taught how to make money. We are taught how to gain recognition. But only very few are taught how to build character, value, identity, and purpose. And sometimes, the things we value most are not the things that truly matter most. Because many of us worry deeply about our jobs, finances, titles, marital status, or social standing, married or single, successful or struggling, recognized or unnoticed. And even when we meet people, one of the first things we ask is, what do you do? Rarely do we ask, who are you? And even when we do ask people to tell us about themselves, we often expect answers like their age, career, educational qualifications, marital status, or social position. But those things only describe the outside. They do not reveal character. They do not reveal purpose. They do not reveal the true identity of a person. You are more than your status. You are more than your challenges. You are more than society's labels. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than your failures. Maybe you tried something and it didn't work. Maybe you failed at a business. Maybe you lost an opportunity. Maybe you made choices that you regret. But your failures are experiences, not your identity. The goals you have accomplished do not fully define you, and the goals you have not yet accomplished do not diminish you. And do you know why? because there's impact inside you. There's something meaningful you carry into every room you walk into. There's value in the lives you touch. There's influence in the people you encourage. There's purpose in your existence that money alone can never measure. When you truly understand who you are, you begin to realize that you are more than titles, more than social standing, more than marital status, more than financial gains, more than your past, more than your mistakes. Prosperity is important. There's nothing wrong with building wealth. There's nothing wrong with success. There's nothing wrong with financial growth. But true flourishing is not measured by money alone. Real thriving is built on value, on character, on purpose, on impact. Because at the end of the day, your greatest wealth will not just be what you've accumulated, it will be what you have become. Don't just survive, thrive and flourish. God bless you.